side bets would actually be. Like, I guarantee you would get a lot. You would get
It would get
like
its
so many
use.
people in chat.
The thing about it is finding a use for them, like in channel, because like people could basically like equate it to money however they want. But like if I were to make it a use in channel, like I don't know, maybe you could like ban a user if you have a certain amount of points, just to like
Yeah, for sure.
like 5 minutes. That could be fun. I don't know. I'm all for ideas though. So if anyone has ideas, if you've seen other stuff on other channels that you think are cool or just have your own ideas, I'm very open to suggestion. Anyways.
Oh man, and yeah, Vivi Beast is fully living up to the hype right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a fiery matchup here, pun fully intended.
So like every couple of seconds, I'm just seeing somebody get put into tumble.
It's so crazy.
Which is what I want.
Well, there's so many ways you could like play hero, especially on Wi-Fi, because you could just chill back and just use spells, and sometimes those can be annoying to avoid. Or you could just like, I don't know, this set of aerials are laggy, but they're not bad. He just has other things, like he could also just F smash you and like kill you at 20 if he gets good at
Yeah.
But Vivi, he was using hero even off Wi-Fi, like or offline rather. He has a good hero.
I mean, it takes a special kind of person to make those decisions.
That's
or maybe just
well said,
to make the decision to have the decision taken out of your hands sometimes, which is really what happens with hero.
Well,
sometimes things happen and it's not up to your control.
That's true. I mean, same could be said to your opponent, though, I guess, because all it takes is one thwack or whack to make you really like rethink things. But Vivi running kind of low on magic here, as he's been kind of throwing out a lot of spells. And the one thing to worry about with that is just not being able to recover. Otherwise, the magic like does recover quickly.
For sure.
Oh,
I mean, I mean, that in and of itself is kind of a gamble because, like, you can always try and like take the. I think it's a 50-50 chance of getting zoom when you're off stage. Like if you're in a really like untenable position when you're too far off stage.
So this just in from Ubel Soul. I don't know if Vivi even really plays Lucario anymore. That used to be like the old squeeze. I know he has a Terry, but like I think, Jesus. The scary part about that is like that could have killed.
If you've got a hero, then you've got a Wi-Fi character.
Yeah, that's facts. Alright, so let's see here. Acceleratle. But that was like the move that like, you know that meme where it's like the guy walking with his girlfriend and then he's looking back and the girlfriend's like disgusted? I feel like that's like what all the Shulk mains were, like when Acceleratle first came out and they saw things like
yeah.
That's exactly
I remember having a hot take for a while that Acceleratle made hero worse because their frame data didn't get faster, so they just became like a really fast-moving target that just ran into things faster because their hitboxes couldn't come out in time. I'm not sure how well that particular opinion's held up, but Vivi really taking a pretty convincing run.
Yes, so there's some range on that right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the one like notable misstep that I really stood out was jumping too much in neutral and getting caught out by that flare blitz early on, but he really adjusted there and just locked things down from there.
Yeah, pretty good job holding on because that was a little bit of a bumpy ride all around.
I feel like that's gonna be this set.
Yeah, just like slobber knocker. I feel like Beast has a lot of those. He just kind of likes to get his paws in there and get to work.
That's what I'm saying. He's the Bermuda Triangle of Smash. Like you can have all the plans in the world, but when you're like you go into that like area and your guidance systems just go haywire, what are you gonna do? You gotta have a plan for that too.
Is there a plan for that? Like ever? What do you do?
I don't know. Eject button?
Yeah, but then you're ejecting into just being lost.
Yeah, you're right.
Although
maybe that's why I've never beaten Beast.
you're just lost in the Bermuda Triangle, just floating in your raft or something.
I've been lost for years.
You ever watch a series Lost?
No, I have not.
That's like a Bermuda Triangle situation type of show.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I was aware when it was airing, so like in the same way that like I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I have a loose idea of what's going on from other people talking about it. But I guess that's less applicable for Lost, just because it's like it's Lost.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the people who watch it don't know what's going on.
Well, that was the problem with it. Is it ended up like it started off really cool, in terms of like cohesive story structure and things happening that make sense. And then I think they were just like, we want to end the series and we're not sure what to do, so we're just gonna make things go a little, you know, some plot holes. But no plot holes here. Got Charizard and Hero back on the screen. The only thing that's different is Nova.
Okay, getting. Oh, good read off the jab block.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it seems like he probably didn't get the sweet spot on that back air. Otherwise, you know, we saw how early that killed Pikachu. Sweet spot definitely would have done the job, but up smash does it all the same.
So I'm typing this out and I'm realizing I'm commentating. DNA is open to everyone now. This is the first week we're doing that. And it's for a few reasons. There still will be one region locked event, and that'll be PSS. So basically I'm just tired of turning people away, and I think these tournaments are doing pretty well. And I'm enjoying seeing a lot of new players come out, even if it's just
and it's
for a
also like,
bracket.
It's a credit to, I think, I would say it's a credit to just like the name power that Tri-State has in the global Smash community, that people, you know, they want to, you know, come out if they can compete from, you know, we got guys from Ecuador, we got guys from Europe, if they can compete against the self-styled best region in the world, then
yeah, and there's a lot of
chance to do it.
Well, and there are a lot of good regulars here. Vivi and Beast being two of those. These guys have been coming these brackets a lot, and they're both very good, high-level players, like both online and offline.
Beast,
clearly,
I believe, won DNA last week, right?
He did. Yeah, he won last week, and Vivi has won offline DNA many a time. So yeah, you do get real experience, and you do get a lot of new players. You see a lot of them round one, and that's always fun. I didn't want that to rhyme, but it did. Anyways, this is one of those situations where if you're hero, you kind of just like throw a lot of spells out and stuff, and you might luck out. But speaking of which, that dash attack would have definitely did it instead. Is going to be punished.
Yeah, the up smash is really doing a ton of work here for Beast.
Yeah, Charizard does not struggle in terms of having moves that can pull you in and kill you at like pretty modest percents, but.
And I like the stage. I like the stage layout for Charizard too, because those platforms are like pretty easy for him to shark with the up smash as well. Oh wow, the upward tip of that bear. That's a two-stop.
Yeah, that was a way different game than the first one. Looks like Beast did get his bearings back, and I'm not exactly sure what happened there to Vivi. I think I never know with Beast. I never know if it's like he just adapts and suddenly gets it. Like I feel like sometimes he goes through highs and lows like that, like or it's just like we'll have a moment.
It's certainly like it's just symptomatic of his play style, where he's just like he really just wants to go full throttle, and you know sometimes that works out and sometimes you know you hit the wall.
Yeah, I mean that time hit a flame tail. And also, I'm not sure what's going on with Air Swimmer and Razor. They might just be taking a little while. I know some of these matches, sometimes people take their time in the middle. Sometimes they move quick. It's hard to know. For example...
You want to know what I think?
Oh.
Whoa.
I think not every character has Charizard back here. And therefore, not everybody can speedrun through players the way that Beast does. That's a very good point. That's my professional. I spent a long time crafting that thought up in my head, but to be honest, I think that's the reason that happens. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, by the way.
No, man, do your thing.
Hey.
Claim Hat, has anyone ever told you kind of sound like Gons?
No one's ever told that.
Only a little bit. You sound like Gons, if Gonz's voice wasn't annoying.
Oof.
Okay.
I can say that about Gonz. Gonz is cool. He's my friend. I can
That
say.
no, yeah, and you delivered that. You delivered that in a complimentary way, so I'm going to take it as such. So thank you.
I would never say anything bad about you, Clan.
Yeah, I mean, I would, and I trust you to never say anything like truly bad about Gonz either. We all love Gonz.
Follow him on
He's
YouTube.
all right.
We all love Gonz. I love Gonz because he beat Deli one time.
Yeah. That's true. I love Gonz because he stopped playing Palu, but now everybody wants him to play Palu again. So
Yeah, it's
his
funny how
Palu was a different beast, man. It was so broken.
A different
Back when he was doing his
beast.
thing.
a different NPT BBM beast.
There we go. And we're back to it.
Who is he playing against, by the way?
Vivi.
Vivi.
Oh, he's still playing against Vivi. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivi
won
Terry.
that-
This is
won that
game
last
3.
game. Oh my god. I literally was waiting to join because I thought the set was over. I thought this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
I'm
no,
so
you're
sorry.
you're fine.
Literally,
No,
I thought Beast won that
it
2-0.
is-
My mistake. I didn't realize this was still going on.
It is not a mistake to assume that a beast set would be over that quickly.
Okay, my bad. All right. Terry's out though. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
And it's looking like it's working out pretty well for him so far. Already up in stock.
And I mean, going from one explosive character to kind of a different explosive character, and like this hitting Charizard as Terry must feel really, really good because
Yeah.
everything works for so long.
He's just so big. And Terry is like, you know, the auto turnarounds for like, I'm not going to call him a Shoto, but even that archetype are just so, like, such a blessing. Because, like, even if you're Charizard and you're just trying to get around, you're going to get poked by something. And that something's going to lead into, like, a power dunk. Or a burning knuckle. Or anything, really.
Down by the ledge, nothing doing there. Yeah, I can see what you guys were saying. I mean, like a really big body, a character, you know, with a pretty solid punish game, as well as, you know, just a lot of solid kill power, as well as that F-tilt takes the stock. I can imagine that satisfying clam head, as you so graciously say, is probably a pretty accurate word to describe it. Because look at that. What the hell is Charizard going to do to get around it? You saw him sort of easing in a little bit, trying to get that SDI on point. But even if he does, dude, it's Charizard. Like, his booty takes up like half the stage. How are you gonna be able to SDI around that, man? That sounds like a rough time for Zard, to say the least. If he doesn't press his buttons accordingly.
Like not. Oh, and Beast again doing a lot of work on the Ivysaur at low %. I think he was really trying to land one of those like, you know, single hit kill moves from Ivysaur to just try and get this go off the board, because like you can't give Terry a leash like this. And you know, sure enough, the F-tilt comfortably bringing this to a last stock situation, already having the lead away.
Wow, dude, he
he's
turned
dead.
that around because Vivi had such an early lead for that entire game.
Wow. Can we talk
Mayday.
about proper
Mayday.
capitalization? Can we talk about that? I was just gonna say, Beast was doing a spectacular job, you know, adapting to the Terry regardless, you know, because one of the things that was already off the table in regards to Terry Bargard is the fact that you can't exactly cross him up, regardless of how big of a body you are, you know. I mean, that just might make it worse at the end of the day, but, you know, that's already one thing that